Brace yourself. What you're about to hear doesn't just shock. It shakes the very foundation of reality television. For years, whispers slipped through the cracks, drifting beneath the glitter and glam of the cameras, hinting that the smiles and tears on screen were only a facade. Yet no one could have predicted the storm Cynthia Bailey would unleash. What once seemed like idle jokes, backstage murmurs, and uneasy glances from producers exploded into a scandal so seismic it threatens to rewrite the entire narrative. Cynthia didn't hold back. She tore apart Porsha Williams' meticulously crafted image, exposing a hidden life that audiences had only sensed in fleeting moments of doubt. According to insider claims, the growth journey and magnetic charm everyone admired were carefully deployed weapons, tools to manipulate perception and control every headline. Behind the polished appearances, sources allege, lay secret same-sex liaisons, entangled affairs, and discreet connections to influential figures, buried so deeply, most fans never imagined they existed. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. Reports suggest these hidden relationships came with shocking stakes, whispered health crises, overlapping lovers, and betrayals that would shatter even the most loyal supporters' faith. Then there's the infamous African Prince episode, rumored to be fabricated and allegedly backed by a $15,000 payoff, revealing a level of orchestration that makes every past moment feel like a carefully staged performance. The instant Cynthia spoke, chaos erupted. Porsha allegedly lost control, security flooded the set, and what followed was a live spectacle of shouting, accusations, and raw, unfiltered panic. Fans watched, riveted and horrified, caught between disbelief, fury, and an almost compulsive need to see more. Was Porsha cornered or exposed? A desperate cry for attention, or a long-hidden truth finally surfacing? Answers were nowhere in sight, but one thing was undeniable. The illusion had shattered, and nothing would ever be the same. This isn't gossip, it's a full-scale collision of loyalty, lies, scandal, and public reckoning, playing out live before millions. Every belief about Porsha Williams is now in jeopardy, and the fallout promises to leave no secret untouched.
Like, she's a rabid dog, and this is a scary thing. I'm gonna catch that bitch. She's not over. What's wrong with her? And she kicked me in my stomach. I have a very low tolerance for foolishness, and this isn't anything that I'm used to. I'm not used to being...
Buckle up. What you're about to witness isn't just another reality TV story. It's an implosion that could rewrite everything viewers thought they knew. For years, audiences were fed the image of Porsha Williams as polished, reborn, and camera-ready, a woman who cried on cue, smiled flawlessly, and survived every confrontation with grace. But according to Cynthia Bailey, that version was a carefully scripted illusion. Beneath the glamour lay something far darker, messier, and volatile, hidden from every lens. The moment Cynthia spoke, the floor seemed to shift beneath everyone's feet. Allegedly, Porsha's public transformation wasn't growth, it was strategy, designed to protect her image, safeguard her empire, and twist the storyline in her favor. Behind the rehearsed tears and curated vulnerability, insiders claim there was a secret life riddled with same-sex affairs, overlapping romances with powerful men, and a trail of emotional fallout implicating names like Todd Tucker, Future, and Simon Gobadia, once celebrated, now recast as pieces of a long-running deception. Then came the whispers nobody dared voice. Allegedly, these tangled relationships carried serious, quietly hidden health risks, rumors brushed under the table but never mentioned publicly. Fans cheered her so-called evolution, applauding interviews and tearful confessions, blind to the dangerous cycles allegedly continuing behind the scenes. The African Prince saga only thickened the tension. Cynthia claims the entire storyline was fabricated. A singer allegedly paid $15,000 to sell a fiction as reality, blurring the line between performance and truth until even insiders questioned what was real. When these accusations hit the set, the room detonated. Porsha reportedly erupted, security swarmed, and the studio dissolved into shouting, panic, and raw chaos, a spectacle that stunned viewers in real time. Suddenly, past clips, reunion moments, and viral screenshots didn't feel like entertainment. They felt like evidence of something explosive and undeniable. The audience split instantly. Some hailed Cynthia as a fearless exposer of long-buried lies. Others defended Porsha, claiming she'd been blindsided and sacrificed for ratings. But the genie was out, and insiders insist that rumors once dismissed as exaggeration were now exposed in full daylight. With every new allegation, the story grew heavier. Simultaneous relationships, emotional manipulation, and concealed health concerns, once tabloid fodder, suddenly seemed disturbingly plausible. Moments branded as self-reflection now looked like a smokescreen, hiding a double life behind filters, confessionals, and perfectly timed tears. Yet through it all, Cynthia remained unshaken. Her calm, precise delivery turned confrontation into courtroom-level reckoning. Timelines aligned, names connected, and patterns emerged with unnerving clarity. From African prince allegations to rumored affairs and health risks, everything came under the unforgiving light of public scrutiny. Fans and critics replayed footage obsessively. What had once been playful banter now bristled with hidden meaning. Every look, every laugh, every offhand comment suddenly felt loaded with intent. The fallout was swift, brutal, and unavoidable. As the shouting faded, Porsha's polished redemption cracked, revealing years of charm, control, and meticulous storytelling. The damage allegedly stretched far beyond broken trust, leaving emotional scars, fractured reputations, and real-world consequences unraveling on camera. Reality and performance collapsed together into a cautionary spectacle of fame, secrecy, and unchecked ambition. Every replay now feels charged. Accusations of infidelity, manipulation, and hidden health risks swirl as the illusion collapses before the audience's eyes. Cynthia Bailey's revelations aren't idle gossip, they're an explosive reckoning, a public unmasking of what happens when a double life collides with relentless fame. And this story? It's far from over. The tension didn't fade, it thickened, every emotional shard falling around the set, hinting at consequences far worse than anyone dared imagine. Reality television had never been meant to feel this raw, this dangerous, this utterly uncontrollable. Viewers found themselves questioning every storyline, doubting every smile, and replaying every scene for hidden signals they'd missed. All that remained was a trail of exposed secrets, fractured trust, and chaos poised to dominate screens, social feeds, and headlines long after the cameras went dark. The studio barely exhaled, yet the pressure inside was electric. Every camera locked onto Porsha, whose carefully curated composure melted into something raw, volatile rage, panic, and instinctive survival all etched across her face. Across from her, Cynthia Bailey remained eerily composed, coldly still, like a judge delivering a verdict instead of a castmate trading barbs. The lenses captured everything: the tight jaw, the darting eyes, the silent gestures that spoke louder than any spoken denial. Behind the scenes, insiders later revealed that this explosion had been months in the making. What viewers had dismissed as petty tension or casual shade was allegedly the tip of a carefully plotted storm, alliances formed in secret, narratives steered with precision, truths buried deliberately. According to Cynthia and multiple anonymous sources, Porsha had spent years polishing an impeccable public image while privately juggling overlapping relationships, covert encounters, and high-stakes secrets capable of destroying careers in an instant. And it wasn't limited to romance. Insiders alleged medical risks, emotional coercion, and deliberate manipulation were woven into a larger scheme to maintain control, influence, and dominance. As Cynthia laid out her claims, the atmosphere shifted again. Her words were precise, supported by evidence. Old footage resurfaced. Messages were referenced. Dates matched social posts and off-camera testimonies, revealing the outline of a hidden second life, invisible yet omnipresent. Allegedly, relationships with Todd Tucker, Future, and Simon Gobadia overlapped with secret same-sex affairs, forming a labyrinth of betrayal that left devastation in every direction. Fans who once praised Porsha's vulnerability now recoiled, realizing they may have applauded performance instead of truth. Then came the African prince narrative fuel on the fire. Sources allege the $15,000 payment to a singer was just one fragment of a larger illusion. Every dramatic beat, every emotional revelation, every headline-grabbing moment was allegedly orchestrated to manipulate public perception and shield a meticulously constructed persona. Suddenly, Porsha's image looked less authentic and dangerously fragile, a mask stretched over something unpredictable. Then the pressure snapped. At the peak of the confrontation, Porsha allegedly lunged forward, her response no longer verbal but instinctive, driven by fear and a desperate need to halt the exposure. Security swarmed, but not before chaos was immortalized on camera. Shouts pierced the air. Bodies collided. The studio erupted in pandemonium as viewers watched in stunned disbelief. Within minutes, the footage went viral, scrutinized frame by frame across social media, forums, and gossip sites. The audience fractured. Some claimed Porsha had been ambushed, cornered for spectacle. Others lauded Cynthia as fearless, finally giving voice to what had long lurked in whispers. But the web of allegations was too intricate for easy answers, too explosive to ignore. Overlapping relationships, staged narratives, alleged health risks. Every clip, every screenshot, every public statement became a piece of evidence in a story too dark, too explosive to ignore. And the fallout didn't stay on set. Producers scrambled behind the scenes, weighing legal threats, sponsor backlash, and the nightmare of airing footage that could collapse the franchise itself. Executives argued over edits, delays, and damage control, while fans online pieced together timelines the show never intended to reveal. What was hidden was being reconstructed in real time, and nothing could stop it. Allegedly, the consequences went far deeper than reputation. Emotional trauma, shattered trust, and relentless public scrutiny collided into something irreversible. Every rumored affair, every concealed danger, every calculated deception now carried real-world weight. The narrative of growth and redemption crumbled, replaced by suspicion lurking behind every appearance, reunion clip, and carefully scripted interview. Cynthia's presence became impossible to ignore. By refusing to relent, she turned rumor into reckoning, transforming whispered gossip into a courtroom-level exposure broadcast on a global stage. Even longtime cast members, insiders say, were shaken, forced to confront patterns they had overlooked, or worse, quietly benefited from. Public obsession reached a fever pitch. Fans dissected every post, every pause, every glance, hunting for proof. Allegations of secret relationships, manufactured drama, and hidden risks blurred the line between entertainment and reality, until the story outgrew the show entirely. It became a cultural fixation, a warning, a tragedy, and a spectacle, all at once. When the dust settled, one truth was undeniable. This was not mere scandal, it was a collision of identity, deception, and consequence. A public image lay in ruins. A hidden truth had been dragged into the light, and a story so raw, so disturbingly human, would echo long after the cameras stopped rolling. The chaos didn't end when security escorted Porsha from the studio. It spread like wildfire across social media, forums, and news outlets. Every clip, every screenshot, every whispered insider revelation ignited the internet as fans dissected every frame. What had once been polished reality TV content transformed into a living, breathing saga of betrayal, secrecy, and emotional devastation. Allegedly, Porsha's entire public persona now lay under a microscope, every past interview, every reunion, every staged tier analyzed for hidden truths, inconsistencies, and proof of manipulation. Insiders reveal the aftermath went far beyond the cameras. Cast members struggled to process the revelations, torn between loyalty, shock, and fear of being drawn into the narrative. Producers panicked, realizing that decades of behind-the-scenes control had collapsed in minutes. Allegedly, the overlapping affairs, secret same-sex relationships, and engineered storylines were more than personal, they were strategic, designed to maintain power, influence, and control over the reality TV narrative. The exposure shattered the illusion, leaving only chaos and unpredictable public opinion in its wake. Alleged health risks tied to these secret relationships added another layer of tension. Partners exposed to overlapping sexual activity and undisclosed dangers intensified the scandal, sparking urgent debates about accountability, transparency, and the human cost of fame. Social media became a courtroom where fans, critics, and insiders judged relentlessly. Victim or villain? Truth or manipulation? Clout or exposure? Every angle was dissected with the precision of a trial, and no detail escaped scrutiny. The African Prince saga became the ultimate symbol of deception. Allegedly staged events, cash payoffs for fabricated stories, and meticulously maintained facades now stood as proof of the extremes a public figure could go to protect an image. The story painted Porsha as someone who, according to insiders, placed fame, ratings, and public perception above honesty, safety, and genuine human connection. With each revelation, each piece of corroborated evidence, the scandal morphed into a full-blown crisis, a reality TV tragedy whose consequences rippled far beyond the screen. Fans were relentless. Every reunion clip was replayed, every social post scrutinized, every interview reinterpreted through the lens of betrayal. What once appeared playful, harmless, or scripted now read as manipulative, dangerous, and morally ambiguous. The fallout forced viewers to question everything: Porsha's carefully curated image, Cynthia's credibility, and the production team's role in orchestrating the narrative. Porsha's emotional eruption continued to dominate headlines. Allegedly, her violent outburst wasn't just a flash of anger, it was the breaking point of years of hidden stress, manipulation, and the pressure of sustaining a double life. Security logs and insider reports suggested the confrontation nearly spiraled completely out of control, highlighting the volatility and human cost of living under relentless public scrutiny while concealing dangerous secrets. Meanwhile, Cynthia Bailey's position grew unshakable. Her calm, precise delivery and the weight of the evidence she presented created a courtroom-like atmosphere, turning viewers into jury members. Every revelation, overlapping relationships, staged scandals, alleged health risks was dissected in painstaking detail. public opinion fractured, and even close friends and associates reportedly had to reevaluate past perceptions, realizing that the layers of secrecy and deception were far more intricate than anyone had imagined. The media frenzy magnified the chaos. Headlines screamed, social media algorithms pushed viral clips into every feed, and fan theories multiplied at breakneck speed. The story transcended celebrity gossip, evolving into a cultural moment of accountability, secrecy, and the real consequences of public deception. Allegedly, the combination of emotional exposure, undisclosed health risks, and orchestrated lies turned reality TV into something far more than entertainment. It became a cautionary tale of power, manipulation, and the fragility of trust. As days passed, analysts, insiders, and fans tore timelines apart, comparing alleged encounters, relationships, and statements to uncover inconsistencies. Every new revelation reinforced the idea that Porsha's public persona had been a carefully crafted mask, while the private reality remained tangled with overlapping affairs, manipulation, and dangerous secrecy. The fallout wasn't confined to online chatter. Allegedly strained friendships, damaged reputations, and a fractured public image left enduring consequences for everyone caught in the storm. The cultural impact of this story became impossible to ignore. Reality TV fans debated morality, ethics, and accountability, while media outlets chronicled every explosive detail. Allegedly, Porsha's attempts at redemption, healing, or public transparency were overshadowed by the sheer scale of exposure, chaos, and the intricate web of secrecy she reportedly maintained. Cynthia Bailey's revelations didn't just challenge one individual, they shook the very system that allowed deception to flourish behind the glamour of entertainment. Ultimately, this scandal became far more than gossip. It became a viral, emotionally charged lesson in the cost of secrecy, fame, and carefully constructed images. The confrontation, the shocking revelations, and the fallout created a living, breathing reality TV tragedy, leaving fans, insiders, and critics stunned, obsessed, and divided. Every post, every clip, every confession now carries weight, echoing the dangers of duplicity and the explosive consequences of leading a double life under relentless public scrutiny. And the fallout refuses to subside. The storm Cynthia Bailey unleashed has fractured Porsha Williams' world. Every carefully curated image lies in pieces. Every public smile is under suspicion. The allegations, overlapping relationships, alleged health risks, and staged scandals have collided into a spectacle so intense it cannot be ignored. Fans replay every clip, scrutinize every reunion, and question everything they once believed. Social media has become a courtroom, and the jury is merciless. Every comment, every post, every thread is dissected, weighing betrayal against manipulation, victimhood against villainy. The violence, the chaos, the raw emotion captured on camera transformed gossip into something terrifyingly real. Security reports, insider testimony, and anonymous leaks all confirm a reality few were prepared to face. Secrets allegedly hidden for years have been exposed, revealing not just deception, but the human cost of fame, secrecy, and relentless scrutiny. Porsha's reactions, Cynthia's courage, and the studio's panic collide into a narrative so explosive it dominates headlines, feeds, and public imagination alike. This is no ordinary scandal. It is a cultural moment, a lesson in power, betrayal, and the peril of living divided between public persona and private reality. Allegedly orchestrated lies, emotional manipulation, and hidden truths have turned reality TV into a court of public opinion. Every viewer is now a witness. Every fan part of the reckoning. The tragedy is unfolding live and unfiltered. You cannot look away. The story is still breaking. The secrets, the confrontations, and the fallout ripple across every platform, leaving chaos, heartbreak, and disbelief in their wake. Watch closely. Question everything. Decide who you believe. Share, discuss, dive into the drama. This isn't just gossip, it's a viral explosion that will redefine reality TV forever.